Now on for the first of this week's 15 to 1.
Jeff Jackson from Northwich in Cheshire, Peter Gallagher from the city of Armagh, Steve Kenny from Wallasey on the Wirral, Bill Mercer from Edinburgh, Mick Cotter from Lofthouse, West Yorkshire, John O'Donnell from Whitby, South Wirral, Brenda Roberts from Congleton in Cheshire, Alan Dawson from Morton in Marsh, Gloucestershire, Terry Walls from Norwich, Richard Coles from Telford in Shropshire, Marion Maul from Bedford, Des Slattery from Hounslow, Middlesex, Graham Rogers from Sheffield, John Hughes from Crosby near Liverpool, and Kathy Anderson from Newcastle upon Tyne are all here to play 15 to 1, introduced by William G. Stewart.
Thank you. I hope you had a nice weekend. The 75 contestants we shall meet this week will bring our series total to 450, leaving, 735 still to come. And those 735 are out there somewhere watching anxiously day by day to see what will be required of them when they join us and take their places behind me on this semicircle. Today's previous winner is John Hughes at position number 14. Welcome back, John. When John appeared last time, Gareth McMullen was at the top of the finals board, where he had been for 31 games with a score of 230. John won with 240 and went to the top of the board. And by an odd coincidence, Enid Crispin presently holds the #1 position with a score of 230. We shall have to wait and see whether coincidence will strike again. But first we have to get through the sudden death of round 1 and the 12 down, 3 to go at the end of round 2, and we start with Jeff Jackson from Cheshire. Jeff, just a quick reminder of how we play round 1. You each face 2 questions. I need at least 1 correct answer for you to survive. The first incorrect answer will cost you 1 of your lives. It's the other one that does the damage. A second incorrect answer, the other 2 lives, and you all have to sit down. You ready?
Yes.
In which ocean is Pitcairn Island?
Pacific.
Peter, verbally, how is a married Italian lady addressed?
Signora.
Yes. Steve, in the jewellery trade, nephrite is better known as what type of stone?
I know.
Jade. Bill, in golf, what is meant by the colloquialism, the 19th hole?
The bar.
Or the clubhouse, yes. Mick, worn on the head, what is a chaplet?
It's a bishop's.
No, it's an ornamental wreath of roses or flowers or plants. John, who played Douglas Bader in the film Reach for the Sky?
Oh, no, sorry.
Kenneth Moore. Brenda, Hadrian built a wall to protect England from the Picts and Scots. Who was Hadrian?
A Roman emperor.
A Roman general, yes, and he was an emperor. Alan, Sylvana, Syrah and Merlet are all varieties of what?
Married.
No, grapes. Terry, in which song did Noel Coward state, but Englishmen detest a siesta?
Mad Dogs and Englishmen?
Yes. Could only be that one, I think, Terry. Richard, who wrote, in the spring, a young man's fancy lightly turns to thoughts of love?
Wordsworth?
Alfred Lord Tennyson, 1 life, you'll need the next one correct. Marion, the medieval musical instrument, the gittern, G-I-T-T-E-R-N, was the forerunner of which modern instrument?
The guitar?
Yes, or the lute or the harp, funnily enough. Des, what is the upper CC limit for speedway motorbikes?
1100.
500. Graham, what is the main monetary unit of New Zealand?
The dollar.
Yes, the New Zealand dollar. John, in Shakespeare, whose final words are, the rest is silence?
Hamlet.
Yes. And Kathy, of which South American country is Bogota or Bogota the capital?
Colombia.
It is. You're safe for round 2, Jeff, but it would be nice to go into it with 3 lives intact. Your second question, are you ready?
Yes.
The film Flying Down to Rio in 1933 saw the first appearance of which famous dancing partnership?
Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers.
Peter, which famous by-election did Eric Lubbock win for the Liberals in 1962?
Sorry, I don't know.
Orpington. You've lost a life, but you do survive. Steve, you need this one. Who first named a submarine Nautilus? Robert Fulton in 1800, who designed one. You have to sit down. Bill, Blackface, Herdwick and Swaledale are all breeds of what?
Sheep.
They are. Mick, you need this one. Bryology is the study of which type of plant life?
Plant.
Mosses. You have to sit down. John, you need this one. Which Egyptian queen features in plays by both Shakespeare and George Bernard Shaw?
Cleopatra.
Yes, Antony and Cleopatra and Caesar and Cleopatra. You survive. Brenda, what are the shirts and caps worn by jockeys displaying an owner's colours known as?
Silks.
They are. Alan, you need this one. Which major petroleum company celebrated its centenary in April 1988?
British Petroleum.
Esso, you have to sit down. Terry, how many city gates were there in 3rd century Roman London?
7.
6. You still survive. Richard, you must need this one. Bretons are native to which country?
No idea.
France. You have to sit down. Marion, Triton is the largest of the 2 known satellites of which planet?
Neptune.
Yes. Des, you need this one. By what pseudonym is the 19th century English novelist Mary Ann Evans, later Marian Evans, known?
Don't know.
George Eliot. Graham, geographically, which county lies between Cornwall and Somerset?
Devonshire.
Devon, yes, it does. John, from what is lava bread made?
Seaweed.
It is. And Kathy, the last question in round 1. Who wrote "Experience is the name everyone gives to their mistakes"?
Mark Twain.
You should have guessed. It was Oscar Wilde. You've lost 1 life. 1, 2, 3, 4. At the end of round 1, we've lost 1/3 of our contestants. That's 5 down, 10 to go. Anthony, please, the details.
Those 5 are Steve Kenny from Wallasey on the Wirral, Mick Cotter from Lofthouse, West Yorkshire, Alan Dawson from Moreton in Marsh, Richard Coles from Telford, and Des Slattery from Hounslow in Middlesex.
We're face-to-face again, Jeff, for the beginning of round 2. Just a quick reminder. You face the first question. An incorrect answer will cost you 1 of your 3 lives, and I'll move on to Peter. Are you ready?
Yes.
What is the medical term for loss of appetite? Anorexia is what I wanted. Peter, what does the Statue of Liberty hold aloft in her right hand?
A flaming torch.
A number, please, Peter.
13.
Graham, what is the capital of Canada?
Ottawa.
A number, please.
Number 4.
Bill, which member of the royal family is the president of the Girl Guides?
Princess Anne.
Princess Margaret. Another number, please, Graham.
Number 15.
Number 15. Kathy, in the context of furniture, antique or otherwise, what is pie crust?
I've got no idea.
It's a scalloped raised rim around a table or a piece of furniture. Another number, please, Graham.
Number 11.
Marion, which astrological sign is represented in Egyptian astrology by a pair of goats and in Arabian astrology by a pair of peacocks?
Capricorn.
Gemini. Another number, please, Graham.
7.
Brenda, which is the only entrance to the Mediterranean Sea from the Atlantic?
Through the Straits of Gibraltar.
A number, please, Brenda.
14.
John, which state in the United States of America has the most representatives in the House of Representatives?
California.
Yes. A number, please.
6, please.
Number 6. John, who rode the 1988 Epsom Derby winner?
John Frankham.
Oh, I bet he wish he had. Ray Cochrane on Kayasi, I think the horse's name was. Another number, please, John.
Number 1, please.
Number 1. Jeff, who won his only Oscar in 1944 playing a priest in a film called Going My Way?
Bing Crosby.
And wasn't he super? Another number, please.
15.
Kathy, Bel Paese and Roquefort are types of what?
Cheese.
A number, please.
Number 6.
John again. Which novelist and playwright coined the term Wendy House?
Lewis Carroll.
J.M. Barrie from Peter Pan. You have to sit down. Another number, please, Kathy.
Number 7.
Brenda again. What nationality was the painter Paul Gauguin?
French.
A number, please, Brenda.
2.
Peter, in which book of the Old Testament was the plague of frogs visited upon Egypt?
Exodus.
Yes. A number, please.
11.
Marion, otalgia is the medical name for what?
Earache.
Yes, it is. A number, please, Marion.
Number 14.
14. John, Born in 1835, by what name is the American writer Samuel Langhorne Clemens known?
Mark Twain.
Number, please.
2, please.
Peter, in the musical hall song, who was the deadly enemy of Ivan Stravinsky-Skavar?
Abdul the Bulbul Amir.
Yes, I wish you had got that wrong, because I was dying to say that. I've been rehearsing that all day. Another number, please, Peter.
9.
Number 9. Terry, Queen Victoria had 9 children. How many of them were daughters?
5.
Yes, Victoria, Alice, Louise, Helena, and Beatrice. Another number, please.
15.
Kathy, Macedonia, Slovenia, and Bosnia-Herzegovina are 3 of the 6 internal republics of which European country?
Greece.
Yugoslavia. You have to sit down. Another number, please, Terry.
2.
Peter, in what profession has Bruce Oldfield made his name?
Design.
Yes, a fashion designer. A number, please, Peter.
14.
John, who did the Queen, at the suggestion of the then Prime Minister Harold Macmillan, honour with the title of Prince in 1957?
Don't know.
The Duke of Edinburgh. Another number, please.
11.
Marion, if you sailed due west from San Francisco, which country would be your first landfall?
Japan.
Give me a number, please.
Number 4, please.
Number 4. Bill, the Festival Theatre in Oaklands Park is the location for which annual theatre festival?
Aldborough.
Chichester. Another number, please, Marion.
Number 13.
Number 13. Graham, which is the longest bone in the human skeleton?
The spine.
No, the femur, the thigh bone. Another number, please, Marion.
7.
Brenda, Mount Cook National Park is in which country?
Australia.
New Zealand.
Oh.
And you knew, as you said it. Marion, another number, please.
14.
14.
Please.
John, which liquids have knock ratings reduced by anti-knock additives?
Fuels such as petrols and...
Yes, diesel, gasoline fuels. A number, please.
1, please.
Number 1. Jeff, what is a saltarello? S-A-L-T-A-R-E-L-L-O.
I've no idea.
It's a folk dance. Another number, please.
4, please.
Number 4. Bill, what nationality is the composer Aaron Copland?
Australian.
American. You have to sit down. Another number, please, John.
1, please.
Number 1. Jeff, by what term is the anaesthetic nitrous oxide more commonly known?
Laughing gas.
A number, please.
7.
Brenda, how many hertz, H-E-R-T-Z that is, are there in 1 megahertz?
1,000.
1 million. A number, please.
7.
Brenda again. Members of the Women's Royal Naval Service are popularly known as what?
Wrens.
A number, please.
1.
Jeff, which film actor had the real name Emmanuel Goldberg and played the title part in the 1930 film Little Caesar?
Edward G.
A
Robinson.
number, please.
9.
Terry, which car company has a model called the Uno?
Fiat.
Number, please.
1.
Number 1. Jeff, what is measured in lumens? L-U-M-E-N-S.
Light intensity.
A number, please.
7.
Number 7. Brenda, who composed the opera The Girl of the Golden West?
Holst.
Puccini. You have to sit down, Brenda. Another number, please.
11.
Number 11. Marion, according to the proverb, hard words break no what?
Bones.
A number, please.
14.
John, a get, spelt G-E-T-T, is a Jewish document of what?
Ownership.
No, divorce.
Divorce.
Another number, please, Marion.
8. Was it 9? Sorry.
9. Terry, show business. Who was the last of the Red Hot Mamas?
I haven't the faintest idea.
Sophie Tucker. Another number, please, Marion.
13.
Graham, if you were febrile, what would you have?
No idea at all.
A raised temperature or a fever. Another number, please, Marion.
Number 2, please.
Peter, which pop star's autobiography is entitled Is That It?
Bob Geldof.
A number, please, Peter.
13.
Graham, Dorlcote Mill is featured in which famous 19th century novel?
Mill on the Floss.
Yes, Graham, a number, please.
Number 9.
Terry, in astronomy, what term denotes 2 stars revolving around their common centre of gravity?
Galaxy?
Binary star. You have to leave us. Another number, please, Graham.
Number 1.
Jeff, what distinction was achieved for the first time by Dabadai Neeraji on the 6th of July, 1892?
No idea.
He was the first coloured member of a British Parliament. You have to sit down. A number, please.
14.
Number 14, John. What sort of insect is a six-spotted burnet, spelt B-U-R-N-E-T-T?
It's a moth.
It is. A number, please.
13, please.
Graham. Which Australian soprano was made a Dame of the British Empire in 1979? No, you're going to be wrong anyway. It's Dame Joan Sutherland. You have to sit down. Well, there you are. It is 12 down, 3 to go, and after the break, Peter Gallagher, Marion Moore, and once again, John Hughes will be joining me here for the final. Don't go too far away. We'll see you then.
The three surviving contestants in today's 15-to-1 final are Peter Gallagher, who, though currently unemployed, was formerly involved in clerical work and has his eye on a future in journalism, comes from the city of Armagh. Marion Moore, who teaches English as a foreign language to all sorts of people, from Turkish television presenters to diplomats, and comes from Bedford. And John Hughes, who is an executive officer with the Inland Revenue, which is not, he says, the same thing as a taxman, and John comes from Crosby, near Liverpool.
Welcome back. Peter, Marion and John, I think you know what's required of you. A score of 120 as a winning score would actually get you a place at the bottom of the finals board, but it wouldn't be much good, so if I was you, I'd aim much higher. You happy with the rules? Fingers on the buzzers, and let's make a start. You ready, all of you? After winning an Olympic gold medal for swimming in 1932, he went on to play Buck Rogers, Flash Gordon and Tarzan. John?
Buster Crabbe.
He did. You have 10 points. How many deadly sins are there? Peter?
7.
There are. You have 10 points. It varies from wine to wine, but in the case of Burgundy, Grand Cru is the highest class. What is the second highest class? Premier Cru, strangely. Surprised me as well, and you were all a bit cagey about it. Introduced by Harold Macmillan when he was Chancellor of the Exchequer, the first was randomly drawn. John?
Premium bonds.
It was. You have 20 points. Gynarchy is government by whom?
Women.
It is, Marion. You were first. Which country has been ruled by 2 kings named David, 2 named Kenneth, 3 named Alexander, and a queen whose name was Margaret? John?
Scotland.
Yes, indeed. You have 3 correct answers, 30 points. The choice is now yours. Would you like the question or would you like to nominate?
Question, please.
Name the oldest book of songs still in use.
Don't know.
The Psalms.
Oh, gee.
Fingers back on the buzzers, please. The letter U is the chemical symbol of which element? John?
Uranium.
Question or nominate?
Nominate Peter.
Peter, Wool-Sorter's disease is another name for what?
I don't know.
Anthrax. John, the choice is again yours.
Peter, please.
Peter, before he was Deputy Governor of Jamaica, what was Sir Henry Morgan's occupation?
He was a pirate.
Question or nominate?
Question.
What is the scientific name for rust? Ferrous oxide or iron oxide you could have had. Fingers back on the buzzers, please. Who played the title role in the London and New York stage productions and the film version of The Entertainer? Marion.
Sir Laurence Olivier.
Question or nominate?
Question, please.
The actress June Whitfield is president of the supporters club for which First Division football team?
Arsenal.
Wimbledon, the local one. Fingers back on the buzzers, please. What is the name for the official notice sent to newspapers stopping them from printing security-sensitive material?
A D-notice.
It is. Question or nominate?
Question, please.
On the ground, they are a gaggle. In the air, they are a skein. What are they?
Geese.
Question or nominate?
I'll have another question, please.
In June, HMS Ark Royal left Portsmouth to join in Exercise Outback 88. Which country was its destination?
Scandinavia. Norway.
Australia.
Oh.
There was a clue there in the question somewhere in the Outback. Fingers back on the buzzers, please. In a normal dry state, which commonplace gas has the formula N2O2 AR CO2 NEKR XERN? It's a complete formula for air. The N2O2 is what people think of most of all. Fingers back on the buzzers, please. The name, please, of the distinguished British actress who starred in the 40s films Piccadilly Incident, Spring in Park Lane and The Courtenays of Curzon Street. Peter.
And an eagle?
Yes, question or nominate?
Nominate Marion.
Marion, what is the code word for the letter M in radio communications? Mike. It's your third life and you have to leave us. Is that right, Marion? Peter. Question or nominate?
Nominate John.
John, which stone provided the key to the understanding of Egyptian hieroglyphics?
The Rosetta Stone.
Question or nominate?
Peter, please.
Peter, what is the official language of Liberia?
English.
Question or nominate?
John.
John, in area, which country occupies most of the Iberian Peninsula?
Spain.
Question or nominate?
Nominate Peter.
Peter, in which palace is the London residence of Princess Margaret?
I don't know.
Kensington Palace. And you have to leave us? John, we've been here before.
We have.
The position is this. You have 60 points and 2 lives left, and there are 17 questions. 170, 230, 240. You could actually technically get to 250. You can take your... What, you haven't got your hand on the buzzer?
No, I haven't.
Are you ready?
Yes, please.
Here we go. In which century did Richard I, Richard the Lionheart, rule?
The 12th.
Yes, 1189 to 99. Olaf Palme was assassinated in 1986. Of which European country was he the Prime Minister?
Sweden.
Who was the Polish winner of the 1983 Nobel Peace Prize?
Lech Walesa.
Who succeeded Richard Nixon as President of the United States in 1974?
Gerald Ford.
How many hoops are used on an association croquet court?
6.
Which is the oldest school of drama in England?
Academy of Arts.
No, it's RADA, the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art. You have 1 life left. In which country did the Boxer Rebellion of 1900 take place?
China.
Konrad Adenauer was the first Chancellor of which European country?
West Germany.
What type of creature is a wheat ear?
It's a bird.
Which Chinese emperor was Kublai Khan's grandfather?
Genghis Khan.
In which Yorkshire town have pomfret cakes traditionally been made?
Pontefract.
How many emirates make up the United Arab Emirates?
4.
7. John, your score of 160 is a winning score, and it does find you a place on the finals board. There you are. John Hughes joined 9th at 160. I'm not sure how long it will last. It might just have got you into the final last year, but anyway, we shall wait and see. Well done, sir.
Thanks very much.
Okay. There you are. The start of another week. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Until then, goodbye.